the people end up standing sort of at the back on the area behind the school. Now there's tear gas going close to the school.
Yeah.
Then
and
there's parents rushing in to get their kids out of the school. The teachers are trying to keep the kids in the school locked up. It becomes a horrible thing.
This week in Sedgefield.
That's good to hear.
Do you have a joke for me? Please.
Okay. Well, it just
Please.
you know, with all the upheavals that we had in Smutsville.
Yes.
We'll talk about it.
Yes, we will. Yeah.
There was a lady who decided no, she was enough. It was a single lady, unmarried lady.
She'd had enough.
And she was going to take the law into her own hands.
Oh my, yeah.
And she was labelled as the village auntie.
The village auntie. I like it. Oh, thank you. Now I'm all better.
Now you feel better. Okay, good.
I was feeling a little bit sickly.
Yeah, you were sounding a bit sickly. You weren't your normal self. Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, it's all right.
Should I go and find him somewhere?
Well, there's some people that might prefer it. You know, you're not being your normal self.
Yeah. How dare you?
Not at all. Not at all.
How dare you? All right, but it's edition week, so there's a brand new sparkly edition of The Edge that came out. How did this edition feel? If you could describe this edition as a country, what country would it be? Norway?
Wow.
Somaliland?
I think a little bit
Venezuelan.
Yeah, Venezuelan. I think, yeah. Overcrowded in parts, but a bit sparse in others.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, not a bad description.
Yeah, I thought
well
so.
done. You've been contemplating this. But you actually had a very full front page. It was one of those weeks or times where there was a lot of stuff going on.
So much. And news that I couldn't fit on the front page that I thought should be there. Yeah.
Have you ever thought of trying to do 2 front pages? I mean, I'm just throwing it out there.
Yeah, it's kind of, no, it doesn't work.
Well,
because it has to be on the front. Unless I produced a paper twice the size.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
That's not going to happen.
Go full A1. What is it? It's like A3
it's A3 at the moment. It used to be A4. Now it's A3.
Oh, really?
And we can't get... If it was double the size, which newspapers are around the world, the big dailies.
Oh, that's true.
That's called a broadsheet.
Oh.
This is called tabloid size.
I always thought it was a tabloid, yeah.
And well, that's the thing, you know,
tabloid journalism,
people talk about, the tabloids. And those are the ones that normally have like ridiculous headlines, like Freddie Starr ate my hamster, or
stuff about melodrama and the library and
double-decker bus found in the North Pole. They're called tabloids.
It was? I need to read more. What do the penguins
tabloids
say?
Because of the size.
Oh, is it? I didn't know that.
That sort of newspapers, but now it's just become known as the tabloid press.
Okay. You see,
so we are in effect tabloid press because of the size, but we don't publish those sorts of stories.
Not all the time.
Not all the time.
Not on the front page until you get 2 front pages.
Yeah.
Hey, but let's talk about what's actually on the front page.
Okay.
It's melodrama time of year.
It is melodrama. It's wonderful. And yep, the show opened on
Tuesday.
Well, they had their first big audience on Monday.
The soft opening.
A soft opening
for a softer audience.
Well, yes, because it was the elderly audience.
Oh, cool! Yeah,
the audience from the old age people's home, Sedgefield. I don't know if I'm supposed to call them old age people's home. I think home for the aged or
that
senior
sounded way
places.
worse.
Berkensee, Sedgefield Park. There's a group called the Forget Me Nots that are people that Masitandani supports.
Oh, okay.
Like an elderly person's program.
Okay.
Yeah. So a whole lot of oldies get free tickets to
Nice.
go and watch. And my goodness.
Yeah, they're lively.
They were lively.
Did they throw down?
They did.
Man,
they did.
what a
They
party.
were kicking it, man. They were kicking it. Yeah, it was a great audience.
Oh, that's cool.
Normally, those audiences are a little quieter. Mm-hmm. Possibly because they can't hear as much.
Maybe.
I don't know.
Maybe.
Maybe they're can't see it quite as sharply. Says me behind my
Yeah,
glasses.
exactly. I'm over here, by the way.
Oh, good. Sorry.
That's my
But
guitar.
wow, they were lively. They
cool.
loved it. And it is, I think I said last time,
Yeah.
it's such a good show this year.
But that must have a lot to do with the theme, the African
Dream
a lot of
theme, yeah.
thick nostalgia.
That's it.
Hey?
And look, opening night, which was on Tuesday, it's also normally not a big night.
Yes.
But wow, they came in droves for opening night. And we can always tell the sort of popularity of the show because at the end, what they do at the end of each show is they have this American auction. So basically people write down their favorite numbers, on their favorite top 3 or whatever, on a list that's on their table.
Right,
and then they put money on them. So they'll say, I'll put $100 on this number or $200 on that.
Wow,
In some cases, 1,000 rand.
Goodness gracious.
People have put down, and then the money's collected in, and then they'll say, okay, these are the top 3. That one's raised 2,000. That one's raised 1,000. And then people say, no, I want my one in. So they'll put more money in
on their number. Oh, that's so
fun.
I've never heard of that. Yeah.
On Tuesday, opening night. 16,130 rand was raised just in the auction for charity.
What? That is unbelievable.
1,130 rand. Yeah,
that is incredible. And for Masitandani, is that right?
No. It's a bunch of charities.
Incredible.
That they spread the money out to.
That is a formidable amount of money.
And that's just the one night. So I really hope that. But we've had very good reviews. I say we. I'm just the
no.
MC.
You do get to say we because yes, you're the MC.
Well, I'm the MC, but the cast and crew that have been slogging at it for the last 3 months, they are the ones. Oh my goodness, they've worked so hard, and they are really reaping in the benefits of applause and kudos to
and Sedgefield stardom.
Sedgefield stardom.
Being Sedgefield famous is just it's another thing.
It's the berries.
But you know that it's the berries.
Yeah, no, it's great. It really is cool.
Oh, that is absolutely fantastic. Okay. So now we need to change gears.
We do.
We're going to drop down a gear.
Okay.
No. That's probably not a gear. There's a lot of kind of stuff going on about our rates. And I've heard I've seen it suggested even on WhatsApp groups. And I saw that you did cover this, that some people are saying, you know what, we got potholes the size of the road and we've got land invasions, we've got all sorts of terrible things. And the municipality is just playing games. They're just playing love games with our money, with our rates. So I'm not going to pay anymore.
Yep, that is like it's frequently suggested, and look, it has been tried in various municipalities around the country.
Okay,
I'm not sure that there has been any successful ones. I think there might have been one, but you really have to prove that the basic services are not being delivered.
Yes,
and we're talking like they're not giving you water, they're not giving you. They're not taking your sewage.
Yes,
You don't want them to give you sewage.
Preferably not, yeah.
Anyway, it's suggested so often that the Sedgefield ratepayers,
those champions,
they kind of got some legal advice on this.
Okay,
they got
helpful.
someone to sort of really look into it. They've shared that, and we put it in our paper. Yeah. Basically, the answer is still no. Do not boycott your rates.
But there are good reasons. I haven't read it yet. I'm looking forward to. I just got an edition today.
Well, it's up to the courts to decide whether you should pay your rates or not. That's basically what they're saying.
Oh, interesting.
So if you really, really feel that you shouldn't pay your rates because you're not getting the service, you would then have to take it to the court and say, I don't want to pay my rates because of this.
Yeah.
And if the court says to you, okay, you've won, you don't have to pay your rates, then you don't pay them.
Okay.
But you cannot take the law into your own hands and say, I'm not going to pay my rates.
Yeah.
And and then let's see if the courts will decide.
That's it. We've got enough village aunties.
Yes, that's it. So basically, keep paying your rates. You do have to. But we mentioned earlier there was a call on social media by Sharon Sabach of the DA. I think it came through today, actually.
Oh, is it? You sent it to me today. Yeah, that's when I saw it.
Basically saying, don't pay your annual rates all in one go. She suggested paying them monthly. A lot of us have been doing that for years.
Yes. Yeah.
And it's not as any form of protest or boycott. It's basically because we can't afford to pay them all in one. But some people who are on an annual income or have the money in the bank are inclined to sort of, instead of paying it every month, just bang it out. I think people who own property but don't live here pay a once-off. And
there are some, I know, for some of the homesteads and kind of small holdings and farms and stuff like that, it's there's a big rebate on it. So it's something, I'm pulling this figure out of absolutely nowhere, but it would be something like 7,000 Rand for the year. Or 10,000 Rand for the year. Yeah. And then those people, it seems, do opt to just do it kind of for
just
that.
Just to do, But look, it really is a matter of opinion. What Sharon Sabach was saying was you should pay it off monthly so that the cash flow in the municipality is not affected. So that the municipality has monthly income. I think she fears that if it's all paid in one go, then your service, the money that you're paying for your services, might be drained off in other areas.
Yeah, there's money in the bank, so let's just use it for whatever. I know that happens with some private citizens.
Yes,
with many of us, money in the back. Sweet, I will get a spa milkshake.
Yeah, let's go on holiday. Or let's go and buy an extra packet of crisps this weekend.
To really splash out. What's happening? So I'm looking at the post now, and it's a food for thought post. She put it at the top.
Food for thought.
And it's a big in red and against the blue. It makes it quite hard to read. But don't pay your rate bills annually in advance, she recommends. The Knysna municipality is currently sending out the annual rates accounts in an attempt to get ratepayers to pay the rates billed on your property in a lump sum. I haven't got that. I did see an extra bit of something on my rates thing. And she says, please divide the total by 12 and pay monthly. But cool, fair enough. And I hear that point, but I also do, as a matter of opinion, and that's exactly what that is. But if you were able to, wouldn't that be great if our municipality had all of that cash in the bank? And then if there was, that extra, I don't know if it does go in investments and things like that, but I hear that interest on investments is a delightful thing and could actually earn our municipality more.
Well, look, we know that the municipality operates a lot on borrowed money because they often advertise that they're going to borrow X amount, any objections or whatever, or they're going to use X bank or whatever.
Yes.
So one would imagine that the money, if people did pay their whole year's rates in advance, that would, if not gain interest, it would reduce the interest on borrowed money.
That's it.
There's pros and cons in both directions. I do understand we need fiscal responsibility.
There it is.
How's that?
You sound like a grown-up.
We want our municipality to have cash flow throughout the year. We don't want rates paid in advance to be squandered.
Yes.
But there's pros and cons in both. So it's a decision each person gets to make.
It just seems like an interesting one.
I don't get to make it because I just don't have that money.
Exactly, No, that's great that we can still pay it monthly, and it does get divvied up for us automatically.
Absolutely, yeah.
So many of the things that it gets used for it does very much fall under criticism. All places where it's not being used. One of the great areas that we see, not grey areas that we see private citizens stepping in is our revived Sedgefield, which of course on the front page we've got the library.
Absolutely, oh wow, they've done such a wonderful job. That is
awesome.
There.
I saw bits of it. Is.
Yes, It's the children's library is the highlight, and they are very, very kindly sort of held back on publishing major pictures.
Yes.
until our paper was out.
Oh, I'm so glad. Yeah.
Because we always get pipped at the post on social media. So it was really, it's stunning. It's
That's very cool.
absolutely, it'll be a joy for children to go there. And children reading is just
exactly. That's what we want. That's as an educator.
As an educator,
I'd say that's probably one of the biggest E's on the eye chart. Just even knowing what an E is important, and understanding.
Isn't it a drug?
Yeah.
Oh, not that sort of E. Oh, sorry.
Forgiven. But the library is looking absolutely brilliant. Last time that we went, and then we go to the kids section, we spend a bunch of time there with our kids. And because those books are a little bit easier to read a lot of the time. They do actually have some great Tintin and Lucky Luke books in there.
Oh, Lucky Luke. Oh,
and man. Very, very fun.
Yeah, and Dr. Zeus and all those things.
Oh, yeah, those are great fun. Yeah. And also, for me, wanting to learn Afrikaans a bit better.
Oh, wow.
So I actually I got like the How to Train Your Dragon.
Okay, in Afrikaans.
In Afrikaans.
Can you tell me the title, How to Train Your Dragon in Afrikaans?
I can't.
Oh, you can't.
I've got to take it out again.
Well, we were actually, funny enough, we were talking about earlier, weren't we? I was trying in my very, very limited Afrikaans to translate SpongeBob SquarePants.
Oh, yes.
And I think, and I would love to hear it from our Afrikaans listeners.
Yes, please.
I think, and I think it's better in Afrikaans than in English, because I think it would be SpongeBob Vier Hoekie Broekies.
Vier Hoekie Broekies.
SquarePants. Surely.
That's brilliant.
Hey, I think it would. I think there should be a cartoon. Sponge, isn't it? Sponge?
I don't know. I don't know. I believe you.
Okay.
I believe everything that you say.
Thousands wouldn't.
Yes.
Yeah, and then let's look at the page 3 story.
Oh, is that the page 3 story?
Oh, you were talking about Revive Sedgefield.
I was talking about Revive Sedgefield.
We mentioned
the
earlier.
bins.
The bins.
The bins. So
we put a
lovely
picture in the bins. They're Revive Sedgefield bins. They are also in similar design, but not colours. The 2 conservancies. There's the Island Conservancy, also has bins, and the Kolomaioli Conservancies, all, I have it on good authority, donated by a person, one person.
Amazing.
Got them made, and
they're beautiful.
Donated them and put them, and the Revive Sedgefield put them around, and obviously the Island Conservancy and the Kolomaioli Conservancy.
Oh, that is so cool. Man, that
one
makes
anonymous person who does not want his name divulged.
It's you, isn't it?
It could be her name, actually.
Oh,
could be he doesn't want her name. No, she doesn't want her name, or he doesn't want his name. No, it's not me. Once again, referral back to I can't pay my rates for the whole year.
Thank you. Yes,
I certainly
there we
can't
go.
afford to buy bins.
Okay, the Village
but
Auntie
they're brilliant,
search
aren't they?
continues.
They're
That's
so
incredible.
good. Looking bins. If bins can be good looking.
They've been done good.
Been done good.
Yes, absolutely. I love those, and it does. It makes a huge difference when we all play our part. And just keeping our town clean.
Yeah,
this is more than just my bugbear, but it's just such a huge issue and such a huge thing. Making our town look nice. We haven't spoken about it in ages, but there was the whole New York thing that you brought up about this mayor that came, and there was broken windows.
Broken windows. The broken windows thing. Basically is if you take care of the small things, then people just start becoming more law abiding.
Okay, and just better people.
If there's a building, what they're saying is if there's a building in a public area with a broken window, people would be more inclined to break other windows in the same building.
Okay.
When
I see a broken window, I just want to break windows.
Window, you'll throw a rock and see if you can break the window next to it.
No, but it's true.
If you fix the one broken window, the other windows don't. I don't know if it's tried and tested, but it really worked for New York. They cleaned up the town.
I believe that. I'm just seeing like big piles of rubbish and seeing people dump all over the place. And
so that's Revive are doing it. And elsewhere in the paper, we've got Afriforum.
That's it.
They've been working on the road in False Trace.
Yeah, False Trace, which I also, I mean, when we would try to go to the beach outside or go to Masatandani or whatever we're doing out that way and driving along there, it was annoying. It was more than annoying. It was dangerous and it was damaging to the cars. Where I remember, I don't remember the exact day, but I remember driving along and there was a crowd of people digging up the road. Now, I didn't know if they were municipal workers. They all looked, of course, like municipal workers and everything like that.
Yeah.
Or contractors. I don't know what it was, but digging it up and making a right big mess of the place.
Yeah.
I mean, digging like these big ditches and stuff. And I was like, oh, great, they're fixing it.
Yeah.
But it must have been a month. This is my unofficial term or unofficial timing on it. But it certainly felt like more than a month of it just being shredded and being awful to drive through and feeling like I could hear my tires just asking for more money.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Afriforum did step in, but you're right. It was not even semi-repaired. The preparations were done
up
ages ago, and not by Afriforum, by the municipality, I think. But it was left, as you say.
Yeah.
So Afriforum stepped in, and they've spent the last couple of weekends working on it. And I must say, kudos to them.
Oh,
they've
guys.
done
That's
a great
brilliant.
job. They've fixed it. They did throw down the gauntlet, I must say, in the statement, which is
On
in
which
our
road?
paper.
I want to try it. That sounds like an adventure.
No, on Falstray Street. They referred to it as the dangerous Sedge intersection. But in the statement they sent, the Afriforum's district coordinator for the Southern Cape, Martinus Erasmus, he said, "It is very clear that there is an unwillingness from the municipality to acknowledge that they cannot tackle the problems in Knysna alone.
Whoa.
Afriforum brings solutions. We do not just complain, but the municipality would rather point fingers. The municipality
I think you had a spelling mistake there.
should put their pride in their pockets and admit that they are not able to solve the problems in Sedgefield themselves and need the community's help." Wow. Yeah. What they're saying is that the municipality accused them of illegal actions at that intersection. So they weren't happy. This is what the Afriforum are claiming.
So this is their statement that they sent to you guys for the age. That's what they put in there. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So Afriforum is saying that declaration by the municipality is very unfair, and that they should be they're stepping in to do the municipality's job, and that should be acknowledged. Anyway, that's so we've got Afriforum doing that. They also we spoke about it before. They fixed the toilets at the slipway.
Oh right,
that sort of thing.
That's it, yeah.
We've got Revive Sedgefield who are working with the municipality doing road painting. Stop street signs.
Yes.
I'm very tongue twisted today. We're doing
having a tough one. Yeah.
They're painting the stop streets. They're painting the signage. They are sort of working with the municipality team to do
lovely.
that. They've just finished the library. Magnificent. Wow.
Hey, that's very,
We're
very
so
cool.
fortunate to have groups like these.
We are. That's it. And just kind of people around about who are looking after it. But there was, I remember when we were speaking in the great interview last week with Levale, and he was saying, and I saw Cleo and as well, these are our ward councillors for our area here, who had a drive around with the relevant person, and that relevant person from the municipality was also shocked at the state of our roads.
Yes,
apparently.
Yeah.
So there is, I feel like there's a bit of an acknowledgement there.
I hope so. That
it's not, that it needs to be sorted.
That it needs to be sorted.
Yeah.
Look, I mean, they can't say, "Oh, there's nothing wrong with this." It's just whether the money comes out. They have got a lot on their hands. That we our page 3 story, the unrest in Smutsville.
Whoa, yeah.
Wow, that was close. We had the dreadful time all those years ago, 2018, I think it was, where Sedgefield almost came to a standstill when there was riots. Basically, because the people in Smutsville had been promised land for housing, promised housing for so many years, and it was not happening.
It's sickening.
There hasn't been anything built there, any of the low-cost housing built there for decades.
Yeah. I mean,
and promises are made. If you can't do it, then don't make the promises.
Yeah.
So that in 2018, when it all happened, June 2018, once again, promises were made, and we've seen it included in the budgets.
Yeah.
We've seen plans afoot. They've set aside certain areas and whatever.
Yep.
We're just not seeing I want to say
actually
bricks
happen.
and mortar.
Yeah.
We're not seeing
exactly.
the construction happening. And what they learned, what the residents say they were told in a meeting, I think it was Wednesday night, was that it had been moved to the 2026, 2027
yes,
budget.
That budget, yes.
And the 2027-28 budget, because the money had not been spent by the municipality, so it went back to province.
Yes.
This is not something that people want to hear. Anyway, so it kicked off again on Tuesday, on Thursday evening, and then things got a little bit hectic. Early Friday morning, the Pops, those huge vehicles full of
like riot,
very heavily armored people, and they've got tear gas canisters,
rubber bullets,
and so that was going on. It got very close to the school, and then so the community, for the most part, are behaving peacefully. They are. It was basically what they were doing. They took it upon themselves to start clearing the land behind USAVE, where there's supposed to be a housing thing, and they said, "Okay, we're tired of waiting. We're going to put up our own structures."
Sure.
So that was on Thursday. Law enforcement came in. The local law enforcement. A couple of the officials came in. Friday morning is when, as I said, the POPs, Public Order Policing Services.
Oh, wow. Good job,
they came in and with their big vehicles and whatever, because people were now burning tires in the roads and stopping people from leaving. So that's when it becomes a huge thing. And then you get sort of groups of youths. They challenge these guys. Rocks are getting thrown. So it gets escalated on both sides. The community are basically standing aside saying, whoa, we don't want it to get this bad.
We know what happens.
But then a chase happens, and the people end up standing sort of at the back on the area behind the school. Now there's tear gas going close to the school. Then there's parents rushing in to get their kids out of the school. The teachers are trying to keep the kids in the school locked up. It becomes a horrible thing. And it went on and off all day, Friday and into the early hours of Saturday morning. I was there for quite a bit of Friday morning. At least 4 of the POPs vehicles. Look, they are there. It's their job to restore order.
Yes, no, absolutely,
So, and you can understand, and they get quite heavy-handed. But you can also understand that because there are people throwing rocks at their vehicles.
Exactly.
And I must once again say, it's not the whole community.
Not the whole community, of course,
It's youths who see this as a challenge, and it becomes like a cat and mouse game.
The
bottom line is the community are angry.
Yes.
Understandably. And they are understandably so. And our councillor there, they're angry with him, but he's also got his hands tied.
That's it. He's pushing. He's doing all he can.
He's just trying to push stuff through and get the municipality to act on promises. They're not. He's doing his best. What the community want, what they've said in the article,
that's what I wanted to ask.
We want to deal direct with province. Because we are tired of hearing what the municipality is saying.
And you know what? I mean, it starts to make a little bit more sense. Livel's point from last week and why they are endorsing or encouraging province to step in and put Nazi municipality under administration. It's things like this. And then saying like we've got such a dysfunctional municipality that it's not sorting, that we're seeing things like this take place. And
but I've got to tell you, this has been taking place for so many years.
That's true. It
really has. How many? I mean, I think for 30 years they haven't been given these promised homes. And I want to emphasize, a lot of them were saying to me, you don't have to build us a home. You just have to
give us the
put
land.
some land so we've got somewhere to live.
Somewhere to live.
You know,
Sure.
there's pockets of land marked out for low-cost houses.
Yeah.
Even if they said, okay, people, let's mark this off into plots. You can build on there. I think that would solve a lot of problems.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe it's short-term thinking.
See,
I don't know.
That's it. Maybe it is short-term thinking where that happens, and then maybe you have people who are illegally
People who
there,
aren't on the waiting list,
or people who just kind of take the opportunity and start selling that off, and then you've got
it's
even more terrible situations.
But people have been on the waiting list for 30 years.
Yeah, no, that's not right. That's not good.
Generations are moving up through the waiting list.
That's not good enough.
I would love for Province to come and speak to the people.
Exactly, yeah.
And make promises from Province
and do something
and get
about it.
Done.
Yeah.
I have to also say that in 2018, when this reared its ugly head for probably, I don't know, the second or third time, but when it got really, really hectic, the provincial minister of the time came up and instructed the people that they could take the land. They could use the land, the Langebach land.
Langebach. Oh, man.
He didn't.
So that's where
he didn't help there.
Yeah.
So, my goodness. It's a hot potato.
It is.
It's a real hot potato, and I really hope that it can be solved. And
yes.
I wish I knew the
be.
answers.
Yeah.
I hate it when the unrest happens.
Of course.
Because I can so understand it.
Yeah.
I can so understand every single point of view that comes.
There's just a lot of frustration, and that's where things escalate on all sides and get out of hand.
Absolutely.
Because there's a feeling of powerlessness and a feeling of hopelessness in it, and no answers, no easy, straightforward answers.
You know, I have mentioned this before, but I would like to remind listeners of the story that a couple of years ago I was listening on the radio, SAFM, and there was people right in the north, somewhere in northern province. The SABC were interviewing people who there was riots in the streets, service delivery riots in the streets.
Okay, yeah.
And somebody had set fire to a public library.
Oh,
terrible, isn't it? But wait, that was part of the unrest. Government officials rushed in. The police obviously were there. Media rushed in, and
got a lot of attention.
The media interview that I heard was, "Why would you burn down a public library? That's like education for your children. That's
kneecapping yourself.
I'm feeling the same. Why? I was listening to the radio thinking, yes, thank you for asking that question. And do you know what the member of the public there said?
I don't.
We've been protesting and asking and trying to be heard for years.
Desperation, huh?
And now the library is on fire. Now the government is stepping in, and the media is stepping in. And
so that's what it took.
That's the message that's going. And I will not condone burning of anything.
No, my goodness.
That's
what's it gonna take?
Frustrated. They've tried the peaceful marches. They've tried this. What can we say? Shall we move on to something more cheerful?
Yes.
Have we got time?
What did you have? No, we don't.
We don't have time. Oh,
we
no.
don't have time in this one. But what I would like to say, and what I would like to end with, which is not a cheerful, but one that does need mentioning and does need saying, is from the Edge team. I just want to offer condolences to yourself, to the family.
Thank you.
For the passing of your sales lady, Joy.
She's the Edge family. She really, I mean, we talk about, every business says, oh, we're like a family. But I mean, she's been with us, I think, close to 15 years.
Wow.
The Edge family has been the same Edge family for many years. And yeah, so she was really part of our family. She celebrated with our family, and yeah, she passed away yesterday morning, just as our latest edition came out.
Sure.
After fighting cancer.
Yeah,
And
a long time.
And I must say, wow, the community have been amazing.
Okay.
And yeah, even our Eagles rugby team have sent a message of condolence.
Really? Wow.
The Pick and Pay supermarket that she dealt with, sending messages of condolence.
Yeah, she would have touched
it's just
a lot of lives.
The Lions, everyone. Yeah, it's just the Melodrama. She made a difference in so many people's lives, and we do want to honor her and acknowledge her. Yeah.
And
Thank
so
you for your condolences.
And we do just that. Eh?
Yeah, we do indeed.
One of the people who just made our town even more special.
Yes,
and
her name is Joy, and she was a joy.
Yeah, and thankfully we've got tons and tons of those people.
We do. We have so many people making a difference in this town,
and hopefully that'll continue for a very, very long time.
Absolutely.
But that does it for us for this week.
We're done.
So.
We're probably well over time.
Probably.
I hope you feel better soon.
Thank
goodness,
you. That's kind of you to say.
Yeah. I hope you look better soon as well. But
you too.
Yeah. Thank you.
Hey, thanks for the chat.
Okay, thank you. It's been real.